And we are back. Welcome to another Duranie Distraction. Oh my God, it's so good to have you guys here. Okay, so this is a really, really special episode. It is May 16th, which you know what that means. Yeah, it means I still so adore you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a very special distraction today. We're going to take things down to a really small level, small things that have a big impact, right? We've covered the posters, we've covered things that fold out and they look like, nah. Now we're going to go really, really small down into and kind of look at how Duran has helped people keep in touch. Way before social media, way before the internet, we actually had to put pen to paper and write letters and send out postcards. Postcards. Oh my gosh, it is the ultimate in postal voyeurism, right? I think I just made that up. Totally. Writing something down on a postcard for everybody to see. It's kind of like sending a message saying, I have nothing to hide. So yes, it's postcards we're going to be looking at. And of course, when you choose a Duran themed postcard, that's like a whole nother level of message, right? That is just saying, I have impeccable taste in pop music, and they are going to help me deliver my message with lots of love. And you can't just like deny that. That's a postcard with like Duran on it. So we're going to have a lot of fun going through the band's history in terms of postcards. It's very cool. Okay, but before we get started, I'm so excited to have you guys here. Okay, so Annie Kwong is here. Baranduin's back. Baranduin! Okay. I'm not going to get distracted. Me getting distracted on my distraction happens all the time. You know, I just see you guys' names and words and everything, and I just want to just wrap myself up. Okay. Breathe. It's something I forget to do quite frequently. We're going to do a little self-affirmation. You know how dogs kind of shake off all the water after they take a bath? Well, that's what I invite you to do with all your stresses and all your worries, okay? Just shake it off. Thank you, Taylor Swift. Okay. Find your center. Relax and repeat after me. I am good enough. I am smart enough. And I probably didn't even say that right, and I really don't give a damn. Oh yeah, I did that. This is a sassy episode. So, grab a chair. We are going to get started down the road of Postcardville fantastitude. Okay, so a couple little bits to sprinkle on your plate before we get started. Deltiology. I didn't know that. That is the word for the study and the collection of postcards. So there you go. And you know, if random little bits of information that you might actually need someday, who knows? The largest ever postcard was actually promoting. It was manufactured in 2014, and it was promoting a Danish brand of shoes called Echo. And it measured 57 meters and had weighed 47 kilos. And I just realized that I didn't quite convert that to American measurements, so there's your homework after this broadcast. Okay, so postcards are really, really one of the earliest fundamental ways of really keeping in touch, and that you'd see them all over. But I mean, Duran postcards. That's just a whole nother thing. It was a marketing ploy. It was a way for fans to connect. And this is, we had the friendship books. Without Facebook, I mean, that was where we are. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the symbol for how Duran got started, a postcard for the Barbarella, right? Oh my gosh, look at that. That is like Jane Fonda at her cartooniest and sexiest. So if there's anything on the back, I promise I'll show you. A lot of times you just write your message and place your stamp. And of course, if you were to go out and get a Duran postcard, there's always that struggle. Like, do I mail it to my friend who I love, or do I keep it for myself because it's gorgeous and it's in pristine condition? These are the hard questions. Okay, Fabi, I know you're saying hi to Monique Mashman, and Melissa Henry's here, and I know you guys feel the pain, right? Postcards, what do you do with them? You have to send them, or at least get two, right? Here's a great example of Michael Putlin's photography. We all recognize that shot right there. Black and white, absolutely gorgeous. Roger with a slight smile on him. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And Nick is looking at Roger, just begging for a caption. And Simon's back there going, yeah, I found my pose. Leave me alone unless you have a cute little thing to offer up tonight. Yeah, I don't know where that went. Okay, here you have the same shot from Turkey, and it's in color. Yeah, love that stuff. But yeah, this is postcards. Whatever you write on these things, everybody can read. So it takes some courage. Look at this. Duran's sitting down. They do not need to be standing up to be shining. Oh yeah. Fantastic. These a lot of these are British. Oh my gosh, we have a long, exciting road ahead. Oh, this is so cool. Hey, sweetie, Christine's here. Hey, baby. Okay, John Taylor. On a postcard. Does not have to be big to have a big impact. Look at that. Yeah. And that was we had a larger version of that on the walls of our bedroom, the big poster, red background, and John looking like, yeah, you know it. Okay. Simon, because we're not going to let John get away with the whole spotlight. Look at that. This is actually a French postcard, I believe. A lot of these things were featured in magazines where you could pop them out. They had perforated edges. Japanese magazines had a lot of those, and encouraged fans to just rip them out and carefully separate and liberate them from the magazine, not rip. I don't like the word rip. We don't use certain words in the archive. This is there's a series of postcards called Heroes. Came out of London. And this just featured iconic shots of celebrities at the time. And this is Nick. So cool. So just imagine sending these to your friends. It's like, hey, just one. I mean, that's ultimate. I mean, what a sacrifice, right? If you're getting a Duran postcard in the mail from a friend, it's like, they sent a Duran postcard. Oh my God, this one's a keeper. Totally meaningful. There you go. The band. This is from Turkey. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, so this is kind of cool. This is from Greece, and a lot of postcards were double-sided. This one actually, it gave space for you to write little notations and stuff. So not all of them were intended for mailing. That's a good one. And then on the back, you could write your whole social schedule, which was obviously getting, more popular because you were sending Duran postcards, right? Okay. Oh, who doesn't love a purple background? Purple. And there's a lot of people who have made bootleg postcards, and that's always fun because you can take pictures, small versions of posters. I see these on eBay all the time. Small versions of posters, putting them together into a nice set. And we're going to be getting to all the sets that were actually officially released by the band's management. Those are so fun. Oh, God, you just sink your teeth into those. You get the sets at the concerts. And okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh my gosh. Okay, black and white shot, very cool. Early on. Slightly candid, certainly awesome, expectedly gorgeous. Debbie Cordera is here. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you here. Would you like a little John for your plate? He's being so goofy with that tongue of his. That sounded like a really weird sentence. This one actually is from Barcelona, it looks like. Pretty cool. Serious rock stars, John Taylor. Yes, please. And travel in the buddy system much? I think so. Look at that. When is one John ever enough? Oh, that's right. Never. Okay. Another Turkish postcard. This is a shot of the band before the show at Aston Villa, right? Yes. They're about ready to go on. There, look at that. Okay, and you just keep on hoping that when the postman marks the postcard, you're just hoping that they don't do it on the front, right? They should be doing it on the back like a good postal worker. This is a really cool promotion for a French show at Au Palais. Yeah, it gives the address for the venue. And there's a larger version of that appeared as a poster. One of our favorite photo sessions, the black and white outfits. Yeah. Oh, you guys are with me. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, so here we have a logogram. This is actually, it's copyright Tritech, so it was manufactured by Freeze Frames. This looks official. So I just want to have this be a gateway drug into memories of sitting down in class. How many people did this? You opening up your Trapper Keeper, your school notebook, and while the teacher's giving you some meaningless lesson on whatever, I was sitting there drawing the leaning D over and over and over. I mean, I really could have used something like this as a guide, seriously, because it's all about getting the right lean, to the D, and it just, yeah. And then, of course, the lines on the lined paper weren't actually close enough to really make it look good. So you needed blank paper, you needed concentration, you needed to not be at school. That's essentially what it comes down to. Okay, so taking Malcolm Garrett's spectacular graphics and taking it further, there was a postcard set which carried the logo of Aston Villa. It was released and it was sold at the Aston Villa show. Really, really special photos. Oh my gosh, they're just amazing. So this is the envelope that it came in. Some of you may have this. And Ann Kwong says she drew it on everything. I know, right? How can anything not be improved with the Duran Duran logo? Yeah, totally. Way to go, girl. Okay. So this is the postcard set that was sold at the Aston Villa show. Oh my gosh, that takes me back. I wish I'd seen it. This is one of them. Gorgeous, look at that. And it's all ready for some special message between fans. So cool. And then you have the individuals, right? You can't just have a band shot. Look at that of Nick. It just like simmers. It's so hot. It just, the paper curls up, sizzles. It's awesome on paper. And then Simon, standing up, he's cool. Sitting down, he is like even like hot, just like, but reclining, with one leg up, yeah, you want some more of that. The man knows how to pose. Fantastic. This is an interesting choice for a postcard. An interesting shot to use. But John can pretty much be doing anything and still look amazing. Here he is with a mouthful of food. Yeah. Only John Taylor could probably get away with that. And then for you Roger girls, I'm not going to leave you out in the least. There's a little Roger for you. They were so young back then, right? All that Aston Villa merchandise. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. There were posters, postcards, or buttons and pins. Oh, and there's Andy for those Andy girls out there. Fantastic. And we've actually seen this photo session before where they're all standing at the bar and then John and Simon are looking at themselves in the mirror back in the background, and yeah. Oh, Michelle Browner is suggesting Duran should do a quarantine QVC type channel. Oh, hire me? No, they wouldn't want to be associated with me. But yes, they could probably pull that off. I think that would be fun. Okay. I'd love to see Nick hawking pictures of himself. That would be just pure poetry, right? Okay, this is, looks like a London issue. Yes, actually, no, it came out of California. A smaller size, but awesome picture. We've seen this session before. Never gets old. From the MenCap benefit appearance. Just standing that out there on the garden area, just posing for photographers. Okay, this is an extraordinary example of how some photographers just, they get all the colors right. You can actually see the blue in Simon's eyes. Yeah, I'll let that sink in a little bit. And the tan. Oh, yes. Look at that. They are ready to rock, lean, tanned, and ready to be served forth for Duranies to devour. Okay, I know Duran are human people. They are not food, but it might be up for debate, according to some of you, but don't mean to diminish them. Okay, this is a great example. This is the cover of the VHS release of the band's earliest videos. Really cool. Of course, they kind of messed with the real estate on the back, the room for you to actually sign a message. It's all about promotion, so has a little promotion there for you. Okay, back to Turkey real quick. This is a great shot. This is from the Men Cap performance. This is them posing inside a hotel. And yeah, they just transform a couch just by sitting on it. Wonderful, wonderful pic. Lots of really interesting stuff came out of Turkey. In many cases, they've reprinted things that other magazines put out, but once in a while, they know how to do postcards, obviously. Okay, so this is a good one of Roger, a very candid one. Look at this. I believe this was when they did the in-store appearance at the video shop. And they were just absolutely mobbed. They actually had to like tunnel out or something. They had policemen. It's crazy. It's like New York, I think. Oh yeah, that would be amazing to be part of that. Okay, here is Simon, kind of fashion challenged by not wearing a shirt. Not that most of you are complaining. This is from Japan, and it even has Japanese text on the back. Yay! Anybody can read that? Yeah. Okay, Joseph Kuba is here. Hey, Joseph! Love you, man. Good to see you here. Sandra Diaz is here. Damn, Roger, she says. I know, right? Damn. Okay. A great shot of John. This is one of those expressions that just sets hearts alight and just melts every girl within a 5-block radius. So, sorry if I've caused a mess. But yeah, look at that. This actually has a date on it. It says someone wrote London, July 8th, 1985. Interesting. Some of these might have a little history on the back. And here's Simon from the same set, it looks like. That shot was when Simon and Nick were guest VJing on MTV. Oh, those days were so fun. They'd pop into the studio and just kind of hang out and host videos and talk about their favorite ones. And, oh, I want to go back. I know it's supposed to be all you need is now, right? But I want to go back. So here's another Japanese postcard. Great shot. I believe this was probably taken by Dennis O'Regan. It's one of those fantastic shots that would have appeared in Sing Blue Silver. But yeah, Japan really brings it out. And there's text on the back. Something about planet Earth. Love that shot. And from the same set, Andy and Simon. On the back of this one, they're talking about the Ragged Tiger, the singles from the album. That's kind of fun. Ooh, they even mentioned Arena. Interesting. Kristen Leal is here. Hey, Kristen. Oh, welcome to the party. Okay. This is fun. This is really cool. This comes from Italy. And some of these choose artwork instead of photos, which is really, really cool. I mean, it takes a lot of precision and concentration to get the band members' expressions right. This one actually doesn't show the band, but it really captures kind of the spirit that Italy celebrates Duran Duran in. It's just amazing. It's an image of a stadium, and Duran are playing and you see Save a Prayer, the words drifting out of the stadium, and I believe it's promoting maybe a radio station, Stereo Uno, so Stereo One. It says the strange behavior words. I'll give you a little closer look. Oh, that's so cool. If you look really close, you'll see promotional posters for different cities. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And there's someone's holding a banner that says, "We love you," and the strange behavior tour. I mean, how does that not give you the feels? That's so cool. And of course, on the other side, you go with a different direction. We're just going to go straight up, like hot. How to make the postal service sizzle. Well, this is how you do it. Okay. Oh, this is fun. This is a promotional postcard. Well, it's not really promotional. It's just saying, "Hey, John, here's my heart on a platter. Put some whipped cream on it. It's yours." So, yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And on the back, it's the words to my favorite song, Reflex. Ta-na-na-na. Actually, I think that was the tone that Simon made fun of, so I should probably lower my voice. Ta-na-na-na. Yeah, gotta work on that. Hey, Sarah Nash. Oh, and Fabi. Okay, yeah, you and your mullet talk. We'll talk about this later. Okay, this is one of the most common shots that we've all seen. Oh, it's just appeared in journals and publications all around the world. I've seen it 1,000 times. It's a great press photo. But this is on the back of a postcard that I actually found just when I was in the shop over 12, 15 years ago or something like that. And it was just like a bunch of random postcards stuck in a box. And those are fun because you never quite know what you're gonna find. And that happened to be in there. I'm like, hello, is that a sign or what? Yeah. Okay, so, oh my God, this is gonna be, I'm enjoying this with you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is really fun. This is a great example of artwork that's done right. Oh my gosh, look at that. And I've actually seen that reproduced on wrapping paper, on a greeting card, printed in England. Copyright from Leon Garcia. So if Leon was the one that did it, way to go, Leon. You really captured John well. Here's the man himself in a photo. And Julie Abraham's like, zing. I'm like, yeah, that's one of the sound effects we're making. This is John just hanging out on a street corner, I believe. That's from that Heroes collection from out of London. Love that. Michelle Axenberg-Browner, we love you, Andy. Well, I love you too. Oh, here's a great shot where John doesn't have his mouth open, and he's just standing there in black and white. Yet, somehow, his smile is in full color, baby. Look at that. Then, favorite photo session alert. Hello! Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, yes. Yes! And we just flip it over. Actually, because of space issues, I do have some back-to-back, so this isn't double-sided. That's a great shot of John. And Simon. This is a series of postcards called Statics. And they put out a whole bunch of them with different artists. And this is Simon. Okay. This is fun. This is, I believe, it looks like, nope, it might be Chinese. Okay, I'm not going to interpret. I know it's not Japanese, but here you go. It might be Japanese. Don't trust me on my linguistic, prowess, please. That's kind of cool promotional postcard. And once again, it has some writing on the back. That's kind of fun. So, one of the things that I certainly love are the times when some photographer will capture the band just at the moment before they go on stage, giving us a little peek inside, like, ooh, life as an international rock star, right before we see them just explode onto the stage. This is one of those moments. We've seen this before. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And John's smiling. Even the ragged tiger's smiling, I think. The stuffed tiger. Okay. This is from Hitkrant magazine, which I believe is Dutch. I hope it's Dutch. This was kind of one of those, one where the perforated edges, you take it out of the magazine and kind of make it your own. It's a thinner paper, but of course it has Francesco Scavillo's shot on the front. And then we have John Taylor from Francesco's session. And a little background noise. So we haven't had that in a while, so yay, live broadcast. Okay, here's John right here. Yes. And funny story about this is his face is so gorgeous and amazing that it actually has to be supported by his hand. So that's what's going on there, if you've ever wondered about that. He just kind of has to, he can't just like, be his face, he has to support it. I love background noise. Okay, here's Simon. He's like, stop, don't come any closer, or I will melt your heart out your chest. That's probably what he's saying, I think. Then we have Turkey republishing the same shot. Very cool. That picture never gets old. Actually, yeah, it's not the same. It's he has his hands behind his head. Which one of these is not like the others, right? Okay. So this one, another Scavillo shot, and it's a small version of a poster that was put out in '84. Has a little discography there. That one is from France. All right. So then we have another one of those you pull out from a magazine. The Ragged Tiger shot. Love that. And a different edition of the John artwork. That's kind of fun. This is an example of one of the postcards that actually was a sticker. It came from the mixing album, so I highly recommend you track that down, a coveted addition to any record collector's array. So this is a shot that was, it was a postcard that was included in the mixing album. And now we're going to go back to London. Oh, this is very cool. Pete Still was one of the photographers who really captured the band on stage in just beautiful style. Yeah, and this is one of those shots that was made into a postcard. Pete Still was terrific. Look at the smile on neck. That alone is worth the price of a ticket, and a plane ride, and the cost of staying at a hotel, and all the assorted expenses that come with tracking the band down and seizing any concert you can. Carpe Duranum, right? Wherever they are. Okay, oh, this is it. Look at that. Love this. That comes from Santoro Graphics. That's in, looks like London. Simon, once again, shirtless. I know how so many of you just want to keep him that way. I totally get it. I totally get it. So you got your choice. You got your chance. You got your wish. That's what I meant to say. This is from Turkey, and small version of a much larger poster. Looks a little, definitely thin, a little bony around the collarbone. Good thing his face makes up for it. Okay. So here is one of the sets that was produced in 1984 out of the Scavillo session. Oh, there's like 3 or 4 different sets. This is one of them. Beautiful. There's a group shot right there. Francesco Scavillo's shots will never ever get old. That is how so many of us recognize them. There's Simon right there. A lot of these were used in the 1984 calendar. Oh, how to keep your daily social schedule looking good. Even if you have no social engagements, at least you have Simon looking like that. Or Andy. Andy looked amazing. Beautiful. Hello, Ugo. No, I am not the greatest fan in the world. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I don't do any greatest, top, most, or any of it. We all are awesome. So, sorry to qualify, but I so appreciate your support. Okay. Roger. Oh, bring on some Raj. May I have some froggy barnacle with my plate of John Awesome? Yes, you may. And here's the John Awesome you asked for. Feel free to purr during this. There's no judgment, okay? Really, just go ahead. Okay. So a second set of postcards came out, and this was slightly different. And that was a smaller version of a collage that came out, a much bigger poster that we all had. Because, it was hard to choose which one what you want, right? So that was a nice sampler plate of Duran Delight. And then, of course, you get into the individuals. Roger in the white jacket. And then John, this was the poster that I had, right? I think I might have had Nick above my bed, but I know I had John up there. These posters basically had me running out of wall space pretty quickly. The poster. Loved it. That was Nick. Oh my God, that was my favorite member. I wanted that thin pink leather tie. I think I probably mentioned it at least twice in every distraction. I'm like, oh, I wanted a tie so bad. Because I know the tie would have completely transformed me into Nick. It was all about the tie, right? Yeah, and the lip gloss and the eyeshadow and the poise and the style and yeah. But at least I would have had the tie. That's a good shot. And then, of course, Andy with that gray ensemble he was wearing. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, so that's two of those sets. Then we work on to the third. Now this is probably the most popular. I have seen these in collections like for years, and like almost every fan I've ever encountered. You got these down at the drugstore. At the same time, you probably picked up the latest issue of Super Teen, 16 Bop, whatever. These are just had the Duran Duran font in a different color. This was just made for Duranis. Oh, beautiful. And then on the back, it still had style. Love it. This actually, to me, it demonstrates Duran's really, smart approach to marketing. It was just brilliant. Got Andy. And Simon. This is the third pose in the shirt. No hands out or behind his head, just hitching his thumbs onto his belt and looking like a rock god. Nick, of course, yeah, as sublime and as ever. And then John, again, supporting that awesome head of his. Everything is just chiseled out of, I don't know, the most amazing material known to humans. Okay. Sometimes these photos are just so much that I just run into problems with my motor skills and I don't complete sentences, so just be aware of that. Okay, so this is Seven and the Ragged Tiger, the album cover on a postcard. Hello. And then you have Simon solo shot. Oh, that whole session, right? Oh my gosh. Or you can have this. Here's a nice variation from Japan. Everything's better with a nice frame around it, right? Andy. His future's so bright. Yeah, I don't think I need to finish that sentence. Okay. John looking off to the side like, what's that sound? Oh, that's the sound of 1 billion heartbeats completely crashing when they look at my picture. Okay. The master of palpitations. Roger. Mastering the James Dean look. Dark and brooding. And, oh, Fabi has some postcards that are printed in Argentina. Very cool. I'd love to see those. Simon, his head is also so just like extraordinary that it needs to be supported by his hands sometimes. But I'm pretty sure he got that from John. So here's a postcard with a shot that came, I believe that they are backstage at an Italian television appearance. This is from the Heroes series right here. It's a great shot of the band. And then we do a little live shot of John, just for good measure, straight out of Turkey, Istanbul. Okay, and then of course we have the Rolling Stone album cover, or Rolling Stone album, magazine cover. See, I can't even tell the difference between magazines and albums anymore. This is what you guys do to me. This is it. This is actually on a postcard from France, it looks like. That's fun. And we're alone once again. No background sounds. I definitely need to get a castle with a moat for the archive. Okay, so this is a postcard from Japan. Roger Taylor. I mean, he's just like looking at you like, you know, it's difficult looking this awesome, but somehow I manage it. Someone's got to do it. This is the Reflex, baby. Small version of a larger poster. Looks great on a postcard. From France. Okay, oh, this is a great collection. This is a small version, again, of a much larger poster. Seems to be a trend. And look at the collection of Mike Owen's photographs from the Arena album. Beautiful. And this actually has a message on the back. Dear Rochelle, I found a bunch of these when I went to visit Rolf, and I figured you'd like this better than a picture of Ottawa. Love, Melissa. That's so sweet. See, this is history. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Be still my heart. That is so sweet. Okay. I think it's getting warm in here. This is the Arena album cover. Oh, when I saw this album cover, it was just everything. The assorted images, graphics, beautiful. Printed in England. Okay, this is a fun one. There's actually a couple of these back to back. These, I believe, came from Star Hits. Nice collection right there. And then I think the other one may have come from Smash Hits. You can see the difference in the photo choices. That's really fun. Now we're going to Japanese shores. Yeah, they just knock it out of the park once again, don't they? They do stuff like this. This is a postcard that you separate out of the magazine. How awesome is that? They do stuff with cartoons that hadn't even been invented yet. This happens to be illustrated by Atsuko Shima. And it's all ready for a heartfelt message from fan to fan. Love that. Love it. Okay. You know, I was thinking to myself, am I going to have enough for like 45 minutes today? I mean, oh my gosh. Well, with about 10 minutes remaining, yeah, we haven't even made it out of 84 yet. So, I don't know. Should we do a second hour. I don't know. Maybe I should save this for next time. Okay, so just want to let you know, it's going to be very difficult to leave you today. This is so fun. Okay, so this is Simon with the best hair ever. Yeah. And still with the best hair, now paired with the best smile. So is it enough? I mean, can you actually look at it straight on? You might want to tackle it from an angle just because it's like so intense. Beautiful. And his smile really hasn't changed. It's just absolutely beautiful. Here's Nick. This is originally printed in a German magazine. And it's an interesting choice. The black and white hair color scheme, yeah, I kind of question it a little bit. But it seems to work on a postcard. That's from Turkey. And this is Durand as depicted by worthy opponents for Rocky, posing in a wrestling or a boxing ring. So I'm not quite sure what the message is, but other than Durand will knock you out, Durand will knock you out. And that was me horribly paraphrasing LL Cool J, right? Okay, yeah, that's not a good life choice for me. Great promotional postcard for Arcadia's election day. Okay. So now, let's see, what do we got? We're gonna go on to, this is a great series. Wait to see these. These just beautiful. So, we're gonna go a quick jaunt back to 1983 because we so love the early 80s, right? Oh, look at Raj. So this is from Look In magazine, which is a very popular publication in the UK. So these came out of that, and look at this. So yeah, that's kind of an unexpected bonus. Magazines like to give you just a little bit more than you expect. Here's a shot of Simon. And on the back, we have a little message. Hi, John, it looks like. No, it is hi from Simon. You know, every time their signatures are printed on the back of photo cards or for, studio prints, it's like, why can't it just be original? But, we were still happy to get their signature, right? And then, of course, we'd practice the signature over and over and over. There's Nick. Just so serene looking. And on the back, wonderful. And then Andy. Oh, look at his blue eye. You can totally, he's not wearing glasses. Unbelievable. I love seeing his eyes. I could never figure out when he was on stage after the reunion. He was wearing those dark glasses on stage and it was totally dark. And I just like, how do you even see where you're going? I think rock stars are like born with night vision. Or maybe they get it after they make their first million. I don't know. And there's John. Oh, say, can you see? By the John's early light. Beautiful. And then lots of love, John Taylor. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to go to Italy now. Look at these. Oh. These are double-sided cards that appeared in Onda TV magazine. Really, really cool. You kind of separate them out, add it to your collection, gaze at it on dark days when you need a little hope, little rescue. Yeah. And then there's Roger. Beautiful. And Andy. what did I say? Duran are like a box of chocolates, right? We love everyone. They each have a different filling. Okay, I can just leave it at that. What? Yeah. That's the whole chocolate metaphor needs to like end there. Beautiful. Okay, so then we have a series. I only have one of the postcards in this series. The others would be fantastic to get. Always on the hunt, right? This is a great shot of my favorite member, Nick Rhodes, although it's a little mislabeled. It's probably way too small for you to see, but it says Simon Le Bon at the very end, at the very bottom. So some people still need to be a little reschooled in who Duran Duran is. A little break from postcards. This is just because I think it was a couple years ago I was able to acquire one of these. Some of the Duran merchandise that you didn't really see very often were notelets and envelopes. So this is like stationery, little notelets. Isn't that fun? And then of course you had the envelopes to go with them. There's some really, really cool official record company sanctioned merchandise that came out, and I had just never seen that. Oh, and then, yeah, here's the promotional little bit that comes with it. So 6 notelets, 6 envelopes. If you were going to correspond with anyone, you better do it in style. That's how Duranies do it. Okay. So we are firmly into the arena years, and this is a great promotional postcard. Let's see, this is from France. Yay, France! Viva les Duranies! Never attempt a French accent if you're not French. Okay, so this is arena. Great shot. I love the graphic touches. Whenever those are used, it always is a win-win for everybody. This is a Japanese postcard from the series that we've been seeing. Yes. Simon, don't you wish you had hair like me? Okay, and then John. Oh, John, it's just smolders. Look at this. Holy moly. Okay. Oh, love Simon the Shag. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know that there's multiple definitions of the word shag, but I'm using it for his hair here, so it's nice and safe, okay? Look at that. And there definitely is a message on the back in French, so I can't read it. So kind of like a hidden message, and I forgot my decoder ring, but that was kind of fun. This is another Turkish postcard. We're heading a little bit into the black hair look for Simon. Love that. Looking like he owns the boat. And he does. Okay, this is from a shot from the Montreux Pop Awards in 1985 when Andy is wearing a Frankie Goes to Hollywood shirt. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of fun. That was printed in England. And then there's Nick. I originally saw this photo in an article in Star Hits magazine. Oh, the hair was just perfect. It was, yeah. Japanese postcard. Love it. And so, yeah, we're starting to head into the Arcadia Power Station years. Here's John in the recording studio. Taking a little time out to give you a come hither look. Why don't you join me for a session? I will record your screams as you look into my eyes. Okay, there's a picture of John, again, supporting his awesome head with a hand. Another Japanese postcard. How are we doing? Oh my gosh. You guys, should I take a break, you guys? I don't know. It's so hard to stop. These are like M&Ms, right? You can't just eat 72. You need like, 100. Okay, this is a perforated postcard. This is from an Italian magazine. We've seen that before. The lip gloss, the bangles. Oh God, I wore those bangles. Totally transformed my life. And when I needed a little boost, I'd put on another bangle, and it would make all the difference. Arcadia. This is from Turkey. And more Arcadia, please. Why, sure, no problem, my pleasure. Now, it's important, whenever you want to really connect with someone on a meaningful level, you should always obey rule number 1. Always keep your promise. Yeah, I've seen Simon do a lot better lead-ins on stage, so never mind me. This is I think it's a Japanese postcard removed from a magazine. And it has really cool stuff glowing out of the band members' heads. Arcadia! Beautiful. Then there's a series. Oh, is there a series? Remember the Arcadia shots? The individual posters, Simon, Nick, and Roger. They were big. They had Dean Chamberlain's magic all over them. Amazing. Well, they were postcard versions of these, which I hadn't known about at the time. But when I did, I'm like, that must be mine. Roger. Yes, he not only needs 2 hands, but he has 2 heads. He is an octogod. Like octopus, having multiple arms. Yeah. Some comments go sideways, and I only hear about it and feel it later, but this one, it was right in the moment. Okay, this is an Arcadia shot. Great pic of the band. All Chamberlained out. Dean Chamberlain's magic. It's just amazing with the light painting. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to leave Power Station fans out, though. There's no way that's happening. So this is a really cool, candid moment. Power Station posing with Michael DeBar. Love that man. And Don Johnson at a party, no doubt. And on the back, there's plenty of space for 2 Duranis to connect across great distances. And then in 1985, they came together. Yeah, it wasn't the best reunion, but for Live Aid, they just, they looked like they were two totally different camps. You could even tell just by the hair. John and Andy were just like completely, just come in from the Power Station tour, and Nick and Simon had flown in, and Roger. It's a very fun shot. Although Andy looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. Okay, so it's so hard to leave you guys. Let's see. Okay, we're starting to get into the Notorious years, although, okay, I'll share one more of John. Look at that. Yeah. You know what these cheekbones need is more hair. So, yeah. Like this. A quizzical look of dear old John. It's from Pop Gear magazine. Okay, I'm going to drag out one more. That's a nice arena cover, a vertical shot. It's from Snappy Pop Pics Productions. Okay, I'm not even going to worry about the time. I'm going to go straight into Notorious because, you know, we're here. It is a cold, gray, rainy day outside, and we're just like feeling it. So let's just keep on going a little bit longer. Okay, so this is the band walking through the airport on the Strange Behavior Tour. We actually saw this in the documentary 3 to Get Ready, so that's kind of fun. Okay. Then, of course, we go from candid to very posed and glorious. Whoa, look at these. And now this is actually dated. Oh, so cool. This is from an Italian magazine and is dated Rome, December 6th, 1986, Hotel Excelsior. I wonder if that is where this was shot. That's interesting. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, and then of course, as if you didn't know who these men were. Yeah. Beautiful. That was from France. A great promotional postcard using Frank Olinsky's distinctive design that was incorporated throughout the Strange Behavior campaign. Very cool. This is also from France. And then, of course, Japan just drives it home with a fantastic live shot. I wonder what they're saying. They're on stage. Nick is probably clapping, and John is calling out probably his own name because he's so awesome. I don't know. He has no ego like that, but, you know, that's my thought. And then Japan also pulls it together with this black and white. Oh, look at this. Just beautiful. John Swannell's shot. A cloudy background, the crazy shoulder pads, the hair with no end. Oh, it's beautiful. This is such a cool, I love this one. This is a great artistic rendition of the band, and it's just, they're all captured in a very, like, I don't know, wait to see the style. Look at that. Isn't that fun? That's fun. There's a lot of art out there that try to capture the band, and some succeed and some are a little challenged. So, okay, we're gonna draw in a little bit of Andy fans out there. That's some Andy. That's from In Rock Magazine, another Japanese publication. And then John giving a part of a press conference with the band. And on the back, it looks like there's a message from the magazine. With every good wish for Christmas and the new year. Isn't that sweet? Of course, most Duranies at the time were just wishing for John Taylor delivered gift wrap on their doorstep. So I don't think the magazine was able to deliver that. This is from an Italian TV appearance. It's a postcard showing the band just chilling and heating up on another postcard. Oh, woof. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to take a little break. It's really, really hard to stop, but maybe we should kind of leave this for next Wednesday. Wouldn't that be good? You know, less is more. I still have yet to learn a lot about that. But anyway, so lots more postcards to get through. I certainly will continue this next Wednesday. Really, really looking forward to it. And just a couple thanks and words I wanted to share with you. Thank you guys so much for joining in. This is just, it's a nonstop parade of thrills and chills as you guys just, you know, encourage me and just tune in. And it's just really, really special. Thanks so much again to Madison for putting all this on my YouTube channel. I imagine that's a lot of work. Just looking at my face over and over. It's like, oh my God, seriously. Thanks so much to Christine and all the fans that are encouraging me and giving me feedback to make this as good as it can be. And thank you, a little special thank you to Merrill Gardens for keeping my mom safe. Really appreciate that. And I was just actually thinking about all the things that are coming out for us to look forward to. So just wanted to mention a couple things. You know, there's John's Stone Love Bass Odyssey. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? To have Duran songs deconstructed like that. Oh, God, thank you so much, John. for doing all that. And then, of course, Caddy and Simon for doing the Duran Duran radio. That's so cool, keeping us all engaged. And I just learned recently that Tiger, the greatest Duran cover band in the Pacific Northwest, is doing something really, really special. On June 12th, 8 o'clock p.m., they're going to do a live stream of the entire Rio album. Oh my God, it's so cool. You guys, you are awesome. They've done this once before, and I was actually right there with my friends, like right in front of the stage. So I highly recommend that experience. But this will be a live stream. So definitely, I'll try to share that more, but that'll be on June 12th at 8 o'clock. Oh, the whole Rio album performed in its entirety. Oh my gosh, that's going to be something to look forward to. So it's just good to, have things to look forward to. And of course, being with you guys every Duranie Distraction, every Wednesday and Saturday. It just the chills never stop, the feels never end. And I just appreciate you all so much. Totally. And you haven't run screaming, filing restraining orders yet. So that's a good sign. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you next Wild Boy Wednesday, right? I have to wait that long? We still have stuff to get through. So definitely join me, okay? Take care of yourselves. You all are stronger than you might think sometimes. You're resilient and you're beautiful and amazing, and I just think the world of you. Thank you so much for joining in. To be continued. We're going to get this together. We will. The power of postcards. The power of Duran. I know my mind can't even contain it. I love you guys so much.